guys, this is Logan here, and this is my first ever YouTube video. And in this video, I want to talk about one thing that I love the most, and what is that? That's comic books. And to start these comic book videos off with, I thought a great thing to do would be to do a thing about the new movie about Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and um, and the thing is, I bought the original book when the first movie came out. I went and bought the graphic novel, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and I bought this graphic novel to just to read ahead and to get the story so when I go watch the movie I can finally I could do a comparison book to movie. And anyway, and then also, just by the way, I also went and bought Iron Man Extremis at the comic book store on that day, so I could, because that was what Iron Man 3 was supposed to be based for. But that's a conversation. That's a conversation for another day. P.S. It sucked. I hate that. I hate that movie. But anyway, on to Winter Soldier. Now, with my impressions on the trailer looks really, really good, and I think Captain America will be a very, very great movie. Um, the one thing, one thing I liked about the graphic novel was the Winter Soldier himself. Just a really cool villain. How he comes back and he's like, and Captain America feels that there's still Bucky's still left in him. There's still good in him, and Bucky can't possibly be the one doing all these destruction and these assassinations and everything. It sort of reminded me a little bit of, okay, I don't know which story came first, but it reminded me a bit of the Red Hood of Batman, the Red Hood story, where Jason Todd comes back. He's like Red Hood, and at first Batman doesn't know that it is Jason Todd, and when Batman finds out, he tries to help him, even though that he keeps doing all this mindless destruction, even though that he keeps just killing and killing people. And yeah, I found Winter Soldier to be a different storyline, and this was written by look here, by Ed Brubaker, and this was, and I thought Ed Brubaker did a fantastic job. I mean, he did great comic books, Batman comics, back in the 90s and 80s and stuff, but Captain America, this is really where I think he shone. And the thing is, I think each writer, has a comic book, a character that they, like sort of, I guess, specialize in. Like Jeff Johns is great with Green Lantern. Daniel Way's great with Deadpool. Flippin' Frank Miller's amazing with like Batman and RoboCop and stuff. So I think Ed Brubaker, I think he's very good as Batman, but I think like with his best, he's like thing that emotions in his Captain America. It's really, really awesome. And with the trailer looks very good. The trailer looks really, really good. Um, looks I quite like the story. I think they're gonna stick very close to the book about how Captain America, about how he tries to embrace his modern world, and then he gets and then Shield reveals to him that there's this guy that's been popping up in different parts of periods of time, and he's been assassinating guys, and he hasn't been aging or anything, and then he looks like Bucky, and then Captain America, of course, will first will not accept it. He'll just say, no, that's not Bucky. That's that's just an impersonator. It's just some enemy of mine trying to flip with my head and everything. But I think they'll do it pretty good in the movie. Um, in terms of the costume I think is very, very good. Okay, obviously not the mask, like the mask that he has to cover his mouth. That's more like a Scorpion Mortal Kombat sort of thing. But I still like it. I think it's a very nice addition to his suit. But yeah, in terms of his suit, they did a great job. They did his suit well, the mask, the long hair, and then the cybernetic arm that he has. Uh, they even put the red star in it, like it did in the comic book. And actually, in fact, let me show you a picture from my graphic novel quickly. Okay, yeah, it's not a very detailed picture, but here you go. This is a picture of what Winter Soldier essentially looked like in the original comic book. And as you can see, it's very much a lot like how it looks in the movie. Um, and yeah, I think it'll be pretty good. In terms, the story I think will be pretty good. In terms of the other story, this other story that they sort of got going on, where where Shield is trying to prevent Shield's trying to prevent threats before they even happen. Obviously, that's obviously not in the the actual comic book. In the comic book, they just focus solely on the Winter Soldier and everything. But I think it's a nice addition. I mean, obviously, if they did only focus on the Winter Soldier, the movie would only be like an hour and 20 minutes or something. It wouldn't be really that long. So they obviously have to, focus on. They obviously have to have to add something else in to make the movie more fresh and original. But I mean, but it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I mean, and Ed Brubaker, the writer, he gave the movie his seal of approval. He liked this. He said he liked the story and he approves of it and he thinks it's a great representation of the original story he did. Sorry guys, just want to drink some Coke. Yeah, and I think it's gonna be pretty good. And Black Widow's in there. Yeah, she wasn't in the current book. Yeah, in the current book there was like a okay. I don't want to give any spoilers. I'll talk about it in my review that I'll do next week of it. But yeah, Black Widow clearly wasn't in there, but it's fine. I love Black Widow. Scarlett Johansson does a great job with it, and I think she does a great job, and I think yeah, and I think Black Widow in there is a nice addition. But anyway, yeah, guys, thanks for watching my video. This is my first YouTube video ever, so please excuse like all the clothes just shoved into the cupboard and the the grey shirt and the flip and the being nervous and everything. It's just my first YouTube video ever. But anyway, but yeah, I will next week I'm gonna go watch the Captain America movie with one of my friends, and when I get back, I will do a review. I'm gonna try and do a bit of a book to movie review. So I will. I'll try my best not to give any slight try not to give too many spoilers, but I might give a few spoilers here and there. But just so you know, I will. If I do have spoilers, I will put in the title of the video a spoiler. So yeah, so I'll make sure you guys know not to watch this video if you don't want any spoilers. All right, cool.